All right, Shalom. Hey, first and foremost, I'm going to start by saying, Kal Halalam La, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushua Ba'ashem Rakakodash. Double honors to my apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace, love, and much salutation to all the brothers that's doing this work in truth and sincerity. Hey, Shalom to you, brothers. This is, as you can see, last week, sometime the 27th of last week, you had these locusts all in, all up and through Las Vegas. You had a bunch of locusts, so-called grasshoppers, but we know them through the scriptures as locusts. So this right here is a major prophecy, a major sign that the Lord is on his way back, that he's finna come and destroy this place called America very soon. Because in the book of Exodus, chapter 11, the Lord, no, I believe it's chapter 10, the Lord's, he hit Egypt with a bunch of plagues. And one of those plagues that he hit Egypt was with locusts. It was a lot of locusts that came and ate up all the crops, that basically caused a famine in the land of Egypt, because it ate up all the crops and all the greens and everything. It ate all of that. It ate all the herbs and the trees of the field, and this was a major prophecy, because the Lord said he's going to do the same thing he did to the old Egypt. He going to smite Egypt with plagues like he did before. And one of those plagues that he smote Egypt with was locusts. And guess what? What are you smiting the new Egypt with? The same plague, the locusts. It's in second Esdras chapter 15, verse 10. It says, "Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt." Because 2/3 of our people going to die here in America. Because they don't want to get right. They don't want to accept the gospel. They don't want to accept Yahushua. They don't want to follow Yahushua. They don't want Yahushua to rule over them. They don't want to follow the guidelines. So guess what? Hey, the Lord ain't dealing with them. He going to kill them. Verse 11, "But I will bring them with a mighty hand and an outstretched arm, and smite Egypt with plagues." And one of those plagues, like I said before, is the locusts. And after the locusts, I made a point at camp this last Sunday, that right after the locusts hit the old Egypt, the next plague was darkness. So we're going to get into that into this lesson. It says, "As before." So the Lord's going to smite Egypt with these same plagues, and will destroy all the land thereof. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and the punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. Now the ultimate plague is those missiles, those thermonuclear missiles. If you go to the book of Zechariah chapter 14, verse 12. And it says, "And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth." So that's going to be that plague that the Lord is going to also hit Egypt with. Back to 2nd Esdras chapter 15. It says, verse 13, "They that till the ground shall mourn." Why? Because in these last days, it's going to be a famine. And it's already been reports that locusts have been eating these farms, crops and stuff. So it's going to cause a famine. Certain Walmarts was, it was like a couple, like last week or the week before, certain Walmarts was short on certain products. Hey, this famine is coming. The end of America is nigh, man. We see it, and we prepared for it spiritually, man. These people out here ain't prepared for the end. Yeah, they ain't prepared for when the damn lights go out, man. It's gonna catch a lot of people by surprise. But the men of the Lord gonna be hastening and waiting for that day. Verse 13, "They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fail through the blasting and hell, and with a fearful constellation. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands." Because these people out here, they already don't trust each other. They already don't love each other. It's plenty of hatred out here for, everybody hate their brother. So it's only going to escalate to the point that people just going to be out here killing each other, at a mass scale. Verse 16, for behold, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes. And the course of their actions shall stand in their own power, because they ain't gonna care about these governors, senators, and none of that shit when the shit hit the fan, man. They ain't gonna care about none of that. So I want to go to Amos chapter 5, because that day of darkness and gloominess is coming. What is it, chapter 4? Oh no, Salakia, day of the Lord is darkness and not light. That's what I'm looking for. Amos 5 and 18. Okay, this is Amos 5 and 18. It says, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord, or day of Yahweh. For what end is it for you? The day of Yahweh is darkness and not light. Right, because when the Lord turn off hit America with that darkness plague, man, it's going to be over with for you people. As if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into a house and laid his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him. Shall not the day of Yahweh be darkness and not light, very dark, and no brightness in it? Right, so the day of the Lord is going to be a very dark day. Now let's go to the book of Exodus chapter 10. I'm going to go to verse 11, because we already talked about the plague of the locusts. Now let's talk about the Exodus chapter 11 plague, which is the plague of darkness, which America may get hit with an EMP, which is an EMP is an electromagnetic pulse, which, they showed you in the movie. It's going to knock out all of the computers that are in the cars, because majority of these cars, they have computers in them, or some type of device that if an EMP hits, I believe it's the computer, if the EMP hits it, hit all of these cars, they're not going to function anymore, because that whatever is inside of these cars, I believe it's the computer. I believe they have a term for it, but it's gonna be deactivated, so to speak. It's not gonna be able to crank up the car. It's not gonna allow you to crank up the car. It's not gonna allow the car to start, because it's gonna shut the whole thing down from the inside out. Okay, this is Exodus 11 and 1. It says, and Yahweh said unto Moses, yet will I bring one plague more upon Pharaoh and upon Egypt, afterwards he will let thee go hence. When he shall let you go, he shall surely thrust you out hence after altogether. Let's see. No, it's not this chapter. Exodus 12, I believe it's Exodus 13. Bear with me. I'm trying to find it. Oh, Salakia. It was Exodus 10. Okay, this is Exodus 10 and 20. It says, but Yahweh hardened Pharaoh's heart, so that he would not let the children of Israel go. And Yahweh said unto Moses, stretch out thine hand toward heaven, that there may be darkness over the land of Egypt, even darkness which may be felt. So It was very, very thick darkness in the land of Egypt, man. Thick darkness. So dark that you can feel it, man. We have never experienced that, man. These people in America have never experienced that type of darkness, man. You know, I don't know if any other people could say they have experienced that type of darkness, but this was a darkness so dark that it could be felt. You can feel it, man. I'm talking about not be able to see nothing in front of you, man. Nothing. The Lord is finna turn the lights off in America. You know, and the Lord may hit America with that same darkness that may be felt, man. This is verse 22. It says, and Moses stretched forth his hand toward heaven, and there was a thick darkness in all the land of Egypt 3 days. Verse 23, they saw not one another, neither rose any from his place for 3 days. But all the children of Israel had light in their dwellings. You know? So this was another plague that the Lord hit Egypt, which He's going to hit America with that same plague, man. You know? Darkness. So you people better get prepared for the darkness that's going to be in America. It's not going to be a day where you can just go outside, you know, wake up and you have cable, you have electricity, you have lights, you have a shower. Hey, it's a very abnormal day coming to America that you people are going to have to deal with, man. We are going to have to deal with it, man. But the difference between me and, you and the men of the Lord, the men of the Lord got faith in the Almighty, man. You know, Allah Shaja. Yahweh Bashim Al Bashim Kokadash, man. The Holy Spirit, man. You know, the Lord is going to protect his men out here. And he's going to do it by the way of his angels, man. You know, the Lord is getting the men of the Lord ready for that day. So they ain't going to be walking around with the chickens like chickens with their head cut off, man. They're going to be courageous. They're going to be ready, man. You know, the scripture says, looking for and hastening the day. Putting your whole faith and trust and confidence in Yahweh Shema Shah, you know, because when this day comes, it's gonna be a lot of wickedness going on out here, and it's gonna get busy, it's gonna get crazy out here, man. You know, it's gonna be a very hectic day out here. You know, if you ain't got your spirit right, man. Your heart isn't in the right place. Your heart is in America. You're gonna be food out here for these animals and for these niggas out here to feast on, man. You know, so with that, I'm gonna give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Bashim Kakodash, double